Hello. So here we are again. Last time we looked at philosophy behind being at full potential. Today, what we're going to do is dive a little bit deeper into the main framework that we work with, which is the house, the human potential house. And I would also like to share a little bit about what this house represents, how we can bring it to life in our individual lives, and the program that we're going to be offering over the next year. So let me start with a little story, a story about one of the dimensions, a personal story about one of the dimensions, the one that sits right at the center of the house, which is called trust, trust versus control. This has really been an area of focus for me for a while now, an area of development. The beautiful thing about trust is that it's one of those qualities, one of those human qualities that we can always further expand into. There's always new frontiers of trust to discover. So this has been quite a big part of my journey. And as we started this year in January, typically the time where I would think about what do I want to achieve this year? What are my intentions? What are the projects I want to put in place? What does success look like? And so there's usually quite an extensive process that I go through to get some clarity there. And this year was different. This year was quite different. This year was one where I started with intentionally choosing a wide open field, one where I didn't want to set too many expectations for myself. And rather, the choice I was making was to trust and really trust that the foundations that I have been building over the years are solid enough to be able to allow things to grow organically and naturally. And that my job is to really show up and pay attention, to pay attention to the doors that are opening, the paths that I'm crossing, the people that are coming across my path, and allow that to inform the decisions, the choices that I make, and the projects that eventually get off the ground. And one particular such project is this partnership with Amrita and Back to Source. So Amrita is somebody that I've known for quite some years. And right from the beginning, we felt a very strong connection, a very strong synergy in how we were thinking about human development, personal development, but also in our personal lives, a lot of similarities. So I think we always felt in our hearts that eventually at one point we would do something together, we would collaborate. And it wasn't until last year that it became clear that there was something concrete for us to partner around. And so that's what we're working on now, and I'll be talking about it a little bit more afterwards. But I first wanted to just share this as an example of trust and how this particular dimension of the human potential house has been so important for me and my growth, my development. What really made all the difference was this journey that we started in 2023 called Conversations That Matter. And this was an initiative that aimed to bring together people who are on their personal development path and to create opportunities for us to share and to learn from each other and to go deep together, irrespective of the work that we do, irrespective of our context, situation, our age groups, where we are located. I really wanted to make this an open space for everyone. And the only sort of criteria was a willingness to have those conversations that matter and have them around the various dimensions of the human potential house. So this set us on a journey to explore a different dimension every 2 weeks. Every single time there was a magical experience of connection, going deep, sharing of insights, and getting a little bit more clarity on our own personal choices we can make, our own personal development. And one thing that became very clear throughout the process is that this house, this model that is shaped in the form of a house, started to become like a home. it started to feel like we were coming home to ourselves. We were coming home to our greater potential. So going back to this collaboration with Amrita, it was, I think, one of the last sessions where Amrita joined the call. And we had such a beautiful experience together. And at the end of the call, she said, I want to bring this to India. I want to bring this same experience to my network in India. So since then, we've been collaborating very closely. And now we're ready to offer this program. Personally, I'm very excited that the focus is going to be in India. So even though I'm based in Europe, India has a very special place in my heart. Over the years, we have done many trainings, many certification programs. My co-founder of Being at Full Potential is from India originally. And so there's a lot of the wisdom, the Indian wisdom traditions that have been brought in and infused into the work that we do. And then there's the human potential assessment, the platform for human potential realization, and the whole technology behind the work that we do that has been created together with a fantastic team also based in India. So India has a very special place in my heart. And every time I go there, I have this deep feeling of connection with the people and the culture. In some ways, it feels like coming back home. So I'm really looking forward to kicking off this initiative together with Amrita and the Back to Source team, to going on this journey through the 23 dimensions of the house, going deep, having conversations that matter, gaining new insights, learning from each other, building community, and eventually coming back home to who we really are. I hope you will join us and look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you.